We have got quite the story to share with you in this December episode of Energy Cast. One of our very own was found unconscious on site. His coworkers were left to put their safety training to the test. What happened next may just have you believing in holiday miracles.
Hey guys.
Hi.
This team knows how to get it together.
Help yourselves.
When you work as closely as them,
We bonded pretty good.
that tends to happen. And when lunchtime hot dogs are offered for a good cause,
Oh yes, that's good stuff right there.
they're going to make it. On this day, the money raised will go to a coworker who almost didn't.
911, where's the emergency?
We have an employee down.
It was a Monday morning.
The DOE landfill?
Yes.
Employees here had no idea their skills were about to be tested.
Of course, everybody has their radios on. It's first thing in the morning.
Flu shots were happening right down this hallway.
We had a line waiting.
But just outside,
Started hearing commotion on the radio.
a different medical event was unfolding.
One guy announced man down. Didn't anybody realize it was serious?
The call for an ambulance went out over the radio site-wide.
Everyone was aware. We heard it.
Then details began to come through.
CPR in progress.
Within seconds,
We heard that station 9 and we're like, that's coming from here.
project manager Mark Cleveland headed to the front of the building.
We all responded here and we look out the window and we see one of our own laying over there.
Cleveland facility manager.
Someone shouted to the nurse down the hall.
Grabbed the blood pressure cuff, my stethoscope, headed out.
A friend working in a different area entirely found out too.
My thoughts was, I'm not ready to see him go.
And there were people clustered.
Ray LaRue never received that flu shot. He'd gotten out of the line and wandered out here.
This way.
That's when something went terribly wrong.
He was lying right about here.
But everything after went absolutely right.
Is he conscious and breathing?
No, they're doing CPR now. The AEDs administers a shock.
The minute I saw him, I said, activate EMS. They're on their way. Where's the AED? He's bringing it. And before I could even squat into position and assess the employee, everybody was in position and bringing everything that we could possibly use to that environment immediately.
The AED, or automated external defibrillator, was just feet away, so close you could see the signs from where LaRue was lying.
They set them all up, slapped the pads on, and the AED device read immediately. Everybody knew to back off.
Just behind Nurse Linda Boyett stood Superintendent Russell Hunsacker,
You go into the emotions and do what needs to be done.
a former member of Mountain Rescue and trained first responder. He took over CPR so the nurse could monitor vitals.
In the past, we had done a drill within the past 2 years of the exact same scenario of a heart attack victim at this exact location.
LaRue, the man lying unconscious on the gravel, was part of that very training. So were all the people surrounding him.
A lot of the players in that drill were real active members of this event.
After a second shock, Nurse Linda felt a pulse.
We're good. We're good.
Perfect place, perfect time, perfect people. A few minutes later, and LaRue would have been behind the wheel of his work truck. And that nurse?
She was delayed because the vaccine had not been put in the cooler when she had everything set up. So there was a little delay there, which she would have been gone if that delay hadn't occurred.
Just steps away from a landfill, a man survived a heart attack with the help of his friends and colleagues. As always, they're in it for the long haul.
They took care of basically a family member here, and we're able to, it was a great outcome.
They proved a few lessons true on this gravel. They'll work every time.
Yeah.
Fall back on your training and lean on each other.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming.
Ray LaRue is home now after a heart procedure and stay in the hospital. We are told he has a long road ahead, but is doing just fine. Meanwhile, Nurse Linda was awarded for her heroic actions that day. Here she is receiving that award. She'll be the first to say it was a team effort.